Hello and welcome back to Japanese from Zero. This is lesson 6 that we're going to be talking about. But before I actually talk about what we're going to do in lesson 6, I want to remind everyone that's watching, please, for the love of whatever created this universe, go back and make sure that you have watched all the videos leading up to this one, because YouTube comments are killing me. You got some people are asking questions that I literally just covered 3 or 4 videos back. Or one guy, actually, one of the top comments was, is this sentence correct? And he broke a rule that I just taught in the very lesson that he's posting under. And I made a big deal out of it in the lesson. So 2 requests. 1, pay attention. You know who you are. Mr. Nani wa, starting a sentence and with a question word and using wa after it. I know what you're going to say, because everyone does it. Oh, I'm working on 4 hours sleep. That is like legit the lamest. Like, you guys got to forgive me, I'm working on 3 hours sleep. Like, really? Okay. All right. It's not that you didn't know. It's not that you didn't make a mistake. You're just tired. Just tired. And you didn't watch the video. All right. Now let's get into it. Today we are going to talk about making E-adjectives negative. This skill that we're going to learn in this lesson is going to carry you so far, because this skill later on will apply to verbs. Oh, excuse me, I have no voice today. I sang a lot of karaoke the other night. So this skill works with verbs later on, but right now we're going to do everything in adjectives, okay? And you will need to know na, ni, nu, ne, no. I'm so excited because so many of the sentences that I'm putting in the PowerPoints now are all hiragana. I mean, we're so close. Let's get to some new words that are taught in this lesson and that are very important. Again, I'm not putting all the words that you need to know. All the words that you need to know are in the book under the new words section, or in the course in the new words section online. So first word is hosi. Hosi. Now we just don't know the ho yet. We don't know the ho. Sometimes you don't know the ho yet. We don't know ha, hi, hu, he, ho yet, not just the ho. Hosi means to want something. Now, I want to point out that hosi in English, to want something, is a verb. But in Japanese, it is just like ski and kirai, it is an adjective. But if you remember from the prior video, ski and kirai were not adjectives. Well, hoshi is an E-adjective, and that's going to be very important today. Okane. Okane means money. Very important. Everyone needs money. And mochiron. Now, I'm not even going to use mochiron in this lesson, but just like when I taught tabun, it's a nice short answer, you know, maybe, or of course, or yes, or no. These are all great short answers, so I just want you to make sure that you know mochiron. Mochiron means of course. And, whoa, holy moly, that is a big typo. That shouldn't even be there. Atarashi, first of all, does not mean to hate or to dislike a lot. That is obviously me not properly editing the PowerPoint. That means new. So we're going to go ahead and fix that. Go ahead and, there we go. Boom, boom, boom. So atarashi means new. And what is to hate or to dislike a lot? What is that in Japanese? It's daikirai. Daikirai. We learned that a lesson back. For those of you that actually watched the prior videos, you did learn that. For those of you who didn't, I welcome the comment in YouTube. How do I say I like cats? Where I then shadow ban you from YouTube. I wouldn't do that. Now, look, let me just say this. There are no dumb questions, but that's a dumb question. When you ask right under the video that teaches it, is this correct? And you have a mistake that I purposely made a big deal about. That's not a dumb question. It's dumb timing. It's bad timing, okay? It's an irritating question. I know you know who you are. Now, it's not a personal attack on you. It's an attack on your question. Okay. So we have atarashi. atarashi means new. And look, we only don't know the ra. There's ra ri ru de ro. We don't know that yet. We don't know the ho, and we don't know the ra. All right. Old is furui. Furui. Oh, you know what? We do know. We know the. Do we know this yet? No. If we don't know the ho, we can't know the fu. That's because it's ha, hi, fu, he, ho, which is coming up in the next lesson. So old is furui. It is the opposite of atarashi. And it wasn't on the screen. I apologize. There it is. It's on the screen. All right. Hot, atsui. This is a great word to know. Atsui. And the opposite of hot is samui. Samui. And we don't know mu yet. All right. Now, let's talk about this just for a second. When something is cold, let's say it's cold outside, that is samui. But if this water is cold and I'm holding it, it is not samui. Japanese splits this concept into two things. It becomes tsumetai. Tsumetai. So the water in here is tsumetai, cold to the touch. It's not samui. Samui is weather, basically. I mean, really. Also, let's give you a little bit of a bonus. If you say something like a bad joke, that is also samui. Japanese will tell you that. Like, I hear it all the time. Because I say these really pun type things. I say a lot of puns in Japanese, and they just go, samui. It just means bad joke, okay? It's a cold joke. Whereas in English, we say she's cold, like she's a cold person. Oh my God, she is so cold. Well, in Japanese, they don't say samui for that kind of person. They say tsumetai. Oh, you're so tsumetai. You could be, when I touched you, tsumetai, but also you can be a cold person by being tsumetai. But now we're just talking about soups and drinks and the weather. Now I'm going to give you, because there's a lot of adjectives in this lesson, there's two adjectives that cause problems for foreigners. And one of them we know. We know this bonus word, kawaii. There's even a song by Avril Lavigne. It goes something like, kawaii or something. Kawaii. It's really, really bad. But it's in that song. And we all know kawaii, right? We all know kawaii, I hope. And it means cute. And it's like basically Japanese culture is defined by being kawaii. Now notice, kawaii has two E's at the end of it. So it's kawaii. Kawaii. Here's the problem. A lot of people mess this up. They say it wrong, and it sounds like this. Kawaii. Kawaii means scary. So they will look at something that is cute, and they're thinking they're saying cute, but they say, kawaii, kawaii, it's so scary. That could become a bad, you don't want to call a girl scary. Okay, some girls are scary. So here's the difference. Again, I'll say it again. Kawaii, kawaii versus kawaii, kawaii, not kawaii. Kawaii, kawaii, kawaii. Sorry, I lengthened it. Now, so we're learning all these adjectives. They are all E-adjectives. Before we do a negative E-adjective, let's review what we already know about making things negative. We know a noun plus JANAI, and we also know that E-adjectives are different than na-adjectives, right? Remember that. Because na-adjectives plus JANAI also become not a, or don't something. So, for example, we have inu janai. Inu janai. It's not a dog. Neko janai. Not a cat. Who farted? Who farted? Watashi janai. Not me. Watashi janai. Not me. Now, we can also do that with, remember, ski and kirai, because they are not adjectives. They can be made into negatives by adding janai. So, ski desu, I like it. Ski janai desu, I don't like it. Kirai desu, I dislike it. Kirai janai desu, the very soft way to let you down when someone asks if you like them or if they like you. Kirai janai desu, I don't dislike you. That means they dislike you. Just want to point that out. Okay, so what do we do with E-adjectives. Well, what you cannot do is say JANAI after it. You cannot say atsui JANAI to mean it's not hot. Okay? I want to point out one more thing before we continue. Before I see this comment in YouTube, yes, there are times where JANAI can come after atsui, but it does not make it negative. Okay? We're not going to talk about it right now because I'm trying to bring you guys to a level of Japanese where you're not confused. So right now, I need you to know this rule, until I teach you otherwise, the rule of atsui JANAI is solid. You can never say an E-adjective followed by JANAI to mean not that thing. Wakarimasu ka? Okay. So you cannot do that. Erase it from your brain. What you have to do is, and the rule is 100% solid, always, without exception, you're going to say minus the E, so becomes atsu, and then you're going to add this thing called kunai. Atsukunai. It becomes a new word, whereas JANAI is kind of separated. This is a new word meaning to not be hot. Atsukunai. Let's practice. Samui, cold. Remove the E, you're left with samu. Oh, by the way, they'll do that too. They'll just say samu without the E. This is a slang. Japanese do it if your joke is unfunny. I'm just warning you because people will talk about it in the YouTube comments. But this that's not what we're doing this for. We're removing the E so we can add kunai. Samukunai. Samukunai means not cold. You can never say samui kunai. And you could never say, for example, the word for today is kyo. Okay, kyo. You can never say kyo wa samui kunai. You can never say kyo wa samui janai desu. Can never do that. It is kyo wa samukunai desu. Today is not cold. Oishii. Now, oishii means delicious or tasty. And it has an E at the end, but it also ends with an E sound, right? If you take off the E, so it becomes oishii. Oishii. Oishikunai means doesn't taste good or not delicious. Oishikunai. Okay? Let's do some sentences. Neko ga kawaii desu. What does that mean? Neko ga kawaii desu. The cat is cute. Or cats are cute. Inu ga kowai desu. Inu ga kowai desu. You see the main difference? Like the difference between something being scary and cute, to the untrained ear, they sound the same. But they're not the same. Okay? Inu ga kowai desu means the dog is scary. It also means, by the way, I'm scared of dogs. It does. It means both of those things. Okay? Neko ga kawai kunai desu. We've taken one of the E's. Remember, there are two E's. I've seen people make this mistake where they say kawakunai to mean not cute, but there's two E's. You don't remove all the E's, you just remove the last E. So, neko ga kawaikunai desu. Cats aren't cute, or the cat isn't cute. Okay? What about dogs? Dogs aren't scary. I mean, most dogs aren't that scary, are they? Inu ga kowakunai desu. This might be something where, let's say you have a little sister or a baby sister. Same thing. You have a little sister or you have a daughter, and they're scared of dogs, right? But you know that this dog isn't scary. So maybe they say, inu ga kowai, inu ga kowai. And you're like, kowakunai desu. Inu ga kowakunai desu. Dogs aren't scary. Sushi ga oishikunai desu. Look at that sentence. Congrats. I mean, legit congrats. If you've got this far, we're this close to having every sentence be completely in hiragana. This is a very long sentence. Sushi ga oishikunai desu. And you know all of these hiragana. Very easily we learned these. So it means sushi's not delicious. Who thinks that? Cola ga tsumetaku nai desu. The Coke isn't cold. The cola isn't cold. Remember, samui and tsumetai in English both mean cold. You wouldn't translate it to the cola is not cold to the touch. We are putting it in the book as cold to the touch so that you know it's not the same cold as weather cold. Okay? It's very important. Speaking of weather, tenki means weather. Tenki ga atsukunai desu. The weather isn't hot. Tenki ga atsukunai desu. Let's give you a new word. Let's show you the power of learning grammar versus learning a bunch of words and phrases. Okay, this is the power of grammar. I'm going to show you a word that you've never seen before. It's not taught in the book. And you're going to be able to make it negative. The word is suppai. Now, remember what that little tsu does. We've talked about this before, but it's in the books at least. It makes this P a double P, okay? It makes it a double consonant, which means there's a little bit of a pause and a slight stress on that P. So suppai, suppai. So suppai means sour. So a sentence like this. Remon ga suppai desu. The lemon is sour, or lemons are sour. You just learned this word, but you know how to say that they're not sour. Right? I hope. That one guy in YouTube comments is going to ask, even right now, even though he's watching this video, just to be funny, he's going to ask it. He's going to say that, how do you say not sour? So how would you say apples are not sour? Or the apple is not sour. Ringo ga suppakunai desu. Ringo ga suppakunai desu. How would you say strawberries are sweet? Strawberries are sweet. Do you remember strawberries? I'll give you a hint. If you don't remember strawberries, it's 1, 5. 1, 5. Ichigo. Ichigo. It's purely coincidental, but ichigo. Ichigo ga amai desu. Ichigo ga amai desu. Okay? And what isn't salty? I mean, what isn't salty? I didn't say salty yet. It's shoppai, by the way. Shoppai. We didn't cover it, but because I said it. How would you say sushi is not sweet? Sushi ga amakunai desu. Okay. Now that we know how to do that, we learned how to do these negative adjectives really for an end goal of saying, I don't want something. That's the goal. We learn hoshi. Key concept in this lesson is hoshi. But now we want to say don't want. Now before, when we learned ski and kirai, it was easy. We just added janai and it worked. But you can't say hoshi janai. Cannot say it. To make it negative, you cannot do that. So what you have to do is, because it's an E-adjective, you drop the E and you're left with hoshi. Now coincidentally, hoshi means star. But that doesn't, if you said accidentally hoshi janai, it means it's not a star. Do you understand? So in order to make not want, don't want, it's hoshi kunai. Hoshi kunai desu. So, for example, I could ask you, nani ga hoshii desu ka? Nani ga hoshii desu ka? Well, what if you want a car? Kuruma ga hoshii desu. And yeah, by the way, you could say, I could say to you, I could make the sentence longer and I could say, Anata wa nani ga hoshii desu ka? But because I'm talking to you, we know. You don't need to say it in Japanese. We understand. We, as if I'm Japanese. Oh. Now, and then you could respond with, Watashi wa kuruma ga hoshii desu. Watashi wa kuruma ga hoshii desu. Okay? What if you want a new car? We learned the word atarashi. I want you to think about it just for a second. This is deceptively, feels like you're going to get it, but it could be hard. When you say I want a new car, you have to think about where atarashi comes in the sentence. It would never be something atarashi desu. You're modifying car. What kind of car do you want? A car is kuruma ga hoshii desu. We're going to add one word and not change any other order in the sentence to make I want a new car. You just put, because it's an E-adjective, you just pop it right in front. Atarashi kuruma ga hoshii desu. So you see, the thing that you want is a car. What kind of car is it? It's new. It's just like in English, you say, I want a car. I want a new car. Atarashi comes right in front of kuruma. What if you want money? I don't have this as an example. Okane ga hoshii desu. I mean, everyone wants money, right? But let's say we want a specific amount. You want $1 million. 1 million. How many zeros is million? 6. What can you buy with 6 zeros from the Japanese side? You can buy man. So now we have 100 man. 100 man. Boom. 100万ドルが欲しいです. I want $1 million. Or 110,000 units. Dollars. Okay? What if someone asks you this? 古い車が欲しいですか? 古い車が欲しいですか? I mean, who wants an old car? Someone's asking you, do you want an old car? Maybe you want a classic car, but not an old car, right? So, if you don't want it, you could just say, いいえ、欲しくないです. Remember, we don't have to say the subject again, just like we don't have to say the topic again. We know. It's like, just like English. Do you want an old car? No, I do not want an old car. Sounds awkward. Same thing in Japanese. Do you want an old car? No, I don't want one. We say I don't want one, right? Japanese, same thing. You don't have to say anything else. But, いいえ、欲しくないです. No, I don't want it. 犬が欲しいですか? 犬が欲しいですか? Do you want a dog? This is very weird. I'm going to change this because I see the next sentence doesn't match up. Give me a second. That's right. We live edit here because someone has a typo. Why can't I get into Japanese mode? There we go. Okay. Sorry about that. Don't want to make a mistake here. Confuse you even more. Okay, so someone asks you, 犬が欲しいですか? 犬が欲しいですか? By the way, you don't want to say, let's say you didn't lengthen out 欲しい. 犬が欲しいですか? The Japanese people will hear the difference between 欲しい and 欲しい. And they'll think you're saying, is the dog a star? 犬が欲しいですか? They won't hear it right. Their brain is trained to hear that small difference. So make sure you lengthen it out. 犬が欲しいですか? 犬が欲しいですか? Do you want a dog? 欲しくないです. 猫が欲しいです. Now we have 2 sentences in a row we can say. No, I don't want one. Don't want one. 猫が欲しいです. I want a cat. I mean, cats are just easier to take care of. I mean, I love myself a good dog, but... All right, here we go. Comments quiz. I don't know what this means. Here we go. Okay, now I know what it means. All right. Because we all like doing comments, I would like to steer the comments away from things that just make me go ballistic. I'm going to ask you a question, and you can comment on this question in the comments. あなたの赤ちゃんが怖いですか? Oh, I'm sorry. It wasn't a question. あなたの赤ちゃんが怖いです. Tell me what that means. あなたの赤ちゃんが怖いです. I'll see you all in the next lesson. Bye bye.